Hello, my name is Jayvon Earl, and I am the only son to my mom Deanna and my dad Jermaine. I have three sisters, one younger, two older, and a brother-in-law. The event that shaped me was finding out that my family wasn't actually my family. My family and I went our entire lives until I was 15, thinking that my mom's dad was her actual biological father. One day, my mother was looking at photos of her and her dad and had a thought maybe her dad wasn't actually her biological dad because they didn't look much alike. My mom decided to buy a DNA test and waited for the results. The following week or two, she found out that the man that she thought was her dad wasn't actually her biological dad. My mom confronted her mom about this, and she told her that it was true and that she lied about who her real father was. My mom was upset and began to search for her biological dad after her mom told her his name. She searched for weeks until she finally found him. They met up and got to know each other. Her dad wanted to meet his grandkids, so we all met up at the mall for the first time ever, and it was an amazing moment. It led to a lot of thinking with my sisters and I because most of the people that we thought were our real blood actually weren't. By this point, it was Thanksgiving now, and we were having it with the family that we grew up with. My sisters questioned why we had to keep going since they weren't actually our family. I will never forget what my mom said. My mom said something around the lines of, just because they aren't your real blood doesn't mean they aren't your family. This line stuck with me because I have a lot of people that aren't my real blood that I consider my family. One person that really fits this is my Uncle Scott. My Uncle Scott has taught me a lot throughout my life, like how to drive, shoot a gun, and be a better man. I could not have asked for a better uncle, even if he isn't my actual blood. The most significant community service that I did would be volunteering at Spokes of Hope. Spokes of Hope is a church and community shelter that gives back to the community and people in need. Last year, my church decided to help them out by giving back and invited everyone at the church to go. At first, I only joined because I needed some community service hours, but I had an amazing time by the end. We started by making bags for the people in need filled with hygiene supplies and food. Once we finished that, we took the bags to the shelter and gave them out to the people in need there. I also had the chance to bring the people food, water, and whatever necessities that they needed. Getting the chance to talk to these people and learn about their background made this an amazing experience. It taught me not to take things for granted and to be happy with what I have because some people have nothing compared to me. My next step for next year is to continue to be involved in the community and help out the best that I can. The accomplishment that I'm most proud of is getting onto merit roll in the fall of my sophomore year for the first time since middle school. When I first joined early college, I didn't want to be here because I didn't want to leave my old school and friends behind. I didn't try my classes, and I was on the verge of failing my freshman year. The only reason that I turned everything around is because we had a guest speaker named Arik Jackson come to our school. He talked about his life experiences and how he overcame everything, and it inspired me to try my best. Since then, I set a goal to get all A's and B's and try in my classes. This junior year was the hardest academic and time management wise. This was the result of all the classes that I was taking. But I stayed on track and stayed focused. And I got all A's and B's for the past 2 semesters. This taught me that no matter what you put your mind to, you can achieve whatever you want and that you should never give up on your dreams and goals. The extracurricular activity that is most significant to me is working while being a student. I am an employee at Mission Barbecue and I have been working there for about 2 years now. It has taught me good customer service and how to clean up after myself. I use what I learned at work in my daily life to treat others with respect and not to leave a mess I made. This was most significant to me because it taught me how to use time management for all the things that I need to get done in my school and home life. It taught me how to balance more than one thing and showed me that I can contribute to many activities in my everyday life while going to school. The next step for my senior year is to work more and be able to balance school on top of that. My goal for after high school is to finish my welding program and go into the workforce. I plan to stay with my parents even after I finish until I am financially stable and can take care of myself on my own. The first SMART goal that I'm going to set for next year is to pass my welding program so I can get a good job. I will complete this by going to all of my classes and making sure that I'm there on time. I will then make sure I pay attention in class and ask for help whenever needed so I could become the best welder to my ability. The second SMART goal that I'm going to set for my senior year is to maintain all of my grades in my classes. I'll achieve this goal by paying attention in class and taking at least 15 minutes out of my day for each class to study or to do extra work in, so I can stay ahead and not have to worry about falling behind. I hope that by going to early college high school and giving it my all, that it will pay off after I graduate.